Welcome to new video in the series of my AI video. This is a hands-on video on the hottest topic called Model Context Protocol. Model Context Protocol is a standardization towards bridging AI applications or connecting AI applications uh, to interact with external systems. So this is what is used for tool use or data access. And the community has grown to there are 6,000 plus servers, MCP servers built where any AI application can talk to these external uh, sources of information. Okay, so the key uh, points of MCP being it's open source, so the protocol itself is open source and it is model agnostic. So you can imagine that you have a system, right? And then you just put like a MCP server on top of that, and then you open it up to any AI application out there in the world. Okay, it can work with any provider like OpenAI, Azure OpenAI, Anthropic, and any model within that. Uh, GPT-3, 4, 4o, Claude, right? DeepSeek, Quen, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the beauty of building a MCP server. It will work with any AI application. So some foundational blocks of MCP. It's a client server architecture. It's implemented and exported by the server. It has three different components. Uh, First is the tools. So it's invoked by client like a function call. Then it has resources. They are accessed by client, and uh, whatever is accessed by client is dynamically updated by server. Okay, and the third is a prompt template. So this is client fills in the dynamic values for given arguments in that prompt template. The protocol used by MCP, if it is running locally, it's a standard IO. If it is done remotely, it's a HTTP plus SSE, server side events, or is moving towards streamable HTTP. Okay, so now we'll jump on to a quick hands-on. So one key requirement here is you need a Node.js. Okay, then I'm going to use a Python virtual environment. I'm going to call it as MCP underscore VENV. It will need a Python package called MCP. And for this particular uh, example, I'm going to connect to the archive. I'm going to search the archive of these digital archive of published papers. Okay, so to first write some code, and for this particular demo, I'm just going to write some MCP tools. I'm going to have a tool which searches the archive for a paper, and the other one which displays the paper information. Okay, so I'll just show the code. It's very simple. I have to first use a fast MCP. So I initialize that. Okay, and the tools are search paper, right? So whatever topic you give, it creates archive client, searches in that, right? So all that is implemented in the archive package. Okay, and then it basically gets the title, author, summary, PDF URL, and when it was published. Okay, and then when you give a ID of that paper, right? So this one will return list of uh, paper IDs, right? And the extract info, when you give a paper ID, is going to get that information, right? Whatever information you have in here, I'll get it. And then you just run this as a MCP server. Okay. So instead of writing a client, MCP client, which we'll do in the next video, I'm going to use a ready-made tool called Model uh, Context Protocol Inspector. Okay. And the way you run this tool is you just run the Node.js npx command, right? And you run your server, right? I'm going to run my server with a simple Python command. Okay. So let's head over there, and I'll go to my command prompt, right? I'll just run this command, right? So now it's going to kick off my MCP server, and it is kicked off from within the inspector, right? So that I don't have to write a client, but I can uh, sort of just test it with through this inspector, right? So I'll just copy this URL and I'll open it uh, in my browser. Okay, so I'll head over to my um, Chrome browser, and let me just paste that URL there. Okay, so now the moment I go there, you'll see that okay, it's a transfer type standard IO. Since it's local, I'm running it locally, right? If it were remote, you could choose between SSC and streamable HTTP. Okay, and I started with a Python command with argument of my code MCP server.py, right, which is what I showed you, right? So this is what I started, right? So all good. So syntax is fine, right? It's all running. Okay, now how do I test it, right? So first what you do is you connect to it. So I'll connect to that server, right? So it's connected, it's all green. Okay, now initialize, right? So the first handshake that happens is initialize, right? So the connection is established from the inspector UI, this page, to the server. Okay, so all good. Now I don't have any resources, I don't have any prompts, right? I just have tools there. So let's see if they show up, right? So there is already a command called list tools, right? So yeah, so it showed me the tools that I have there, right? So now let's try uh, testing those tools, right? So I say search papers, and we'll just want to know more about MCP since we just got to know about it, right? And I'll say max results 5. So I'll run the tool, right? So you can actually see the log here, right? Uh, and you can also see the log on the console, right, where you are running the MCP server. Okay, but what I'll do is I'll just copy this result, right, and I'll test uh, the other tool, right, which is uh, extract info, right? So now I'll give it the paper ID. Let's say run tool, right? So it succeeded. Okay, so it says MCP Bridge, a lightweight LLM agnostic RESTful proxy for model, right? It gave the authors, right? Summary of the paper, right? PDF URL, and published is the latest paper this year, right? In fact, just happens to be last month. Okay. Okay, so we still haven't done any integration of this MCP server with the LLM, right? We haven't yet developed any MCP client, which we'll do next. Okay, so good luck exploring MCP server specifically for this particular video. And if you like the video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.